Hey, good morning. Welcome in. We're going to start our first hour of today's live show doing a style workshop. So I hope that you saw that on my flyer or my cover shot this morning and you are popping in for that reason. If so, we're going to get started in just a moment, but maybe you want to have your phone and your notes open. You might want to be near your own personal wardrobe, or you might have your phone open to take some notes in your notes section of your phone. So I am a personal stylist here in Columbus, Ohio. My name is Robin. I'm the owner and curator of Revamped. And the last Wednesday of every month, I will go live here on Poshmark, but also live on Instagram to do a little workshop based on some kind of styling aspect, and hopefully a style that you can incorporate into your own wardrobe without buying anything new at this point. So I'd like also to get ideas on workshops that we could do in the future. So if you have any suggestions on things that you would like help with as far as styling goes, feel free to let me know by dropping a comment, or if you want, you can find me on Instagram. It's Revamp Columbus. Regardless, if you are here in Columbus, I'm happy to help you. I do work with clients nationwide, so of course a lot of that can happen virtually. If you go to revampcolumbus.com, you'll see all the services that Revamp provides, including like some closet edit work, personal styling. I do have a personal styling course to help you discover your own personal style, and personal shopping. So if you're here on Poshmark, you also know that Poshmark is a platform for reselling, and Revamp does have a collection of inventory. Good morning, Melissa. Curated specifically to represent Revamp's brand, but also hopefully help you add good staples and items to your wardrobe. And of course, if you frequent Revamped enough, which MLB or Melissa does, I start to get to know your style and I will source specifically for you. Not saying that I'm going to purchase items and you have to purchase them back. I will just purchase items that I feel like fit in Revamp's branding, but have you in mind. That way if you pop in, you might find something that you like. So I know Melissa's style. Melissa actually is a part of our rewards program. So at the beginning of this year, we started a loyalty program. It's called Revamp Rewards. For every $100 you spend, you get $10 off. And then for every 10th show that you join and you purchase, your 11th show ends up being 20% off, or your 11th purchase ends up being 20% off. So I send all that information with you in your packages, so you can keep track of that by putting this maybe on your fridge or on a cork board near you. So you don't have to do any of that work. I try to do all of that for you. So yeah, welcome in. Today's style workshop is specifically about tonal looks. Now, if at any point I'm going too fast or you have questions, please just jot them down in the comments here. You can also just take notes. Message me on Instagram and let me know what questions or thoughts that you have. Again, I am looking for suggestions for further workshops. I go live on the last Wednesday of every month here on Instagram and on Poshmark. So yeah, please let me know if there's anything specific that you need help with, and we can just definitely work it into one of our workshops. So we're going to be looking at tonal looks. You might notice that my styling today is based around one color. Just different shades. That is what a tonal look is. Super easy. The great thing about a tonal look is that it looks very put together, very chic, and just kind of elevates the look without a ton of effort. So a tonal look is you taking the same color and just using different shades to create an outfit. Oh, thank you. All right, we are doing a style workshop. I appreciate you letting people know what you have. Hopefully you'll stick around for the workshop time. My tonal look today is I stuck with like a military green color. If you know anything about the way that I source for Revamp's inventory, you'll know that I love anything with a little bit of femininity and anything with a little bit of an edge. So I chose this top, which is White House Black Market. It is a light, actually I'd say medium weight open knit sweater. So you can see here that it is a bit see-through. I've paired it with a little black bralette, and then that is kind of the edginess of it. I've also have on a wider leg pant, which maybe I'll show you here in a moment, and I've paired the pant with combat boots. So that's the edge to my styling that I have today. And then the femininity, of course, comes with the ruffles and like the cable knit feature of my sweater. So if that seems like your jam, Revamp's inventory as far as Poshmark goes and Instagram, because I do have all my inventory in my highlights of Instagram, you are in the right spot. I do like to collect things that can be easily incorporated into your wardrobe. So staple items, capsule pieces, anything within like the neutral palette as far as color family goes. And when it comes to purchasing items like that for you when I'm sourcing, whether you are a client or you're here shopping on Poshmark, I like to help you style those items in different ways. So you're not filling your closet with a bunch of items that maybe you're only going to wear once a month. Hopefully they're going to be items that you can wear several times a month in many different ways. And that's kind of where the tonal look comes in. So again, I have done a military green tonal look. I'm going to move Reva, our right hand lady, pun intended there, to the side here so you can maybe get a little bit better of a view. So I have a military green knit sweater by White House Black Market. This is actually part of my inventory. I do like to wear my inventory if I can, and then it just gives you an idea of maybe of how to style it and how it fits, and then of course you can purchase it. And then these are my personal jeans. Oh, thank you so much. Shush. Or personal pants. They are Able, and they are a wide leg, high rise, little like chino pant. And then I've paired it with combat boots to give it more of an edgy vibe. I could have paired this with loafers or maybe even like a little ballet flat, depending on the styling that I want it to have. I want to be able to leave after my live show today, so I got my combat boots as my option for today. So again, a tonal look is when you take the same color, but you take different shades of it to create an outfit. Again, very chic and very elegant and very little effort. So Reva, and I have several ways, several different color palettes to show you today. And again, I hope that you're close to your own wardrobe, or maybe you even have pen and paper next to you. I am very old-fashioned. I love to write, so no judgment there. Or maybe you have your notes section of your phone open. That way you can take notes and maybe take a little bit of a risk if this is not something that you typically do, and try to work this into your maybe weekend outfit. See if you can pull it off. So I have, again, a green palette, a tonal look on today. This is a, you can just say white or off-white color palette. Oh yes, it must be. It must be. I don't know. I love it. Like even when I'm listening to something or learning something, I always have to jot it down before putting it like in a document on my computer or vice versa. Like I'll put it in my documents and then I'll write it just to help it stick. So yes, Melissa, I get it. I get it. Okay, so this is just a white color palette, right? When you think of white, you can think of different shades of white. So you have like an off-white, maybe even a lighter cream. I love to mix textures. So you notice that I picked a top that has a ton of texture to it with a very simple bottom. This look I particularly chose because it is a pure white bottom. These are Madewell. They are the stovepipe crop jeans. And they are a high-rise jean. They're a size 29 if anybody's interested in them, and they are in Revamp's Posh Closet. And then this top, or this blouse, is by Rebecca Taylor, which is kind of a spendy brand. Not kind of a spendy brand, it's a very spendy brand. But you notice that the top does have it does have a sheer feature to it. So it is striped. I don't know if you can see that from where you are. So it just adds a little bit of interest. There's actually a lot of interest to this top. So you have your basic bottom, which is very simple, and then you can elevate the look by pairing it with a top that's the same color as your bottom or something in the same shade. That's the tonal look that we're going for. Let me move Reva a little bit closer so you can see the texture of her top. Underneath of her top is just a fitted white tank because it is a sheer blouse. Now this top specifically, what I love many things about this top, but this top has these really pretty buttons on it that give off almost like a peachy color or like a gold color. So I chose to work in gold as our accessory. It's just another way to elevate your tonal look. But I chose a necklace that has a very similar tone to the buttons on the top. Okay, super simple to do. Not a lot of thought was put into it. It's just very intentional, if that makes sense. So you're still within that same color family of white, but then playing on some of the details that are in the top. Now this top also has a very different shoulder, and I have to look up the name of this, the way it's sewn here. So you can see here, the seam goes up almost to a point on this side, and then there's no seam on the back until you get almost to mid-back. So it has a very like flouncy armhole. Okay, you have ruching here in the back. I love the fact that you can see through the fabric of this top because you have your tank exposed a little bit, and with the razorback tank it gives it a little bit of an edge. So your tonal look again is this really pretty blouse. So you have this elevated fabric with a very basic jean. Not super complicated, but look how chic this is. I did choose to do a French tuck with the blouse to give it like an asymmetric waistline there. You could pair it with a belt. I would specifically try to find a belt that's maybe a lighter nude color or white. I don't have either of those in my inventory right now. I do have this one that I thought I'd show because sometimes, and even I thought to do this today, I'll show it to you since I have a belt that might work. So a tonal look doesn't necessarily mean you have to wear everything. So your shoes, of course, aren't going to be white. Well, maybe they will be. But you want to keep it like a nude color. So if I were to belt this, and I would belt this if you could see the button, because the button is silver. And that kind of like takes away from that kind of neutral color palette that we have going on. So I would maybe choose, if you could see the button, a belt to cover it, and maybe like a lighter nude color belt, just to kind of keep it real simple, but then also kind of define that waistline. So that was an idea. I did also think to try like an animal print pattern, but notice that this buckle has a silver buckle, and that's gonna pull away or distract from the really pretty like peachy gold color that's going on. But if this were a gold buckle, you could pair it with maybe even a animal print belt just to add a little bit of interest there. When it comes to your tonal look, and if you have like two pieces like this, if you have a top and a bottom, whether it be a skirt and like maybe a little jacket, you could think about pulling the eye toward the center. A lot of times I wear pants without belts. I don't know how often. Oh, thank you so much, Nicole. This is for sale. It's a size small by White House Black Market. So cute. I love it too. Thank you for noticing. I hope that you're doing well today and you have time to get some rest. I know that you went long yesterday. Oh, hey, Sarah. Didn't see you this morning. Good morning. I know. Yeah, go get your coffee, get your notebook out, take some notes while we are doing our style session. So I typically choose not to wear a belt. It just depends. My body type, and all of us are made completely different, right? My body type is very straight. Like I have no curves at all. So sometimes a belt will accentuate my waist, and sometimes it actually makes my waist look like it's even more straight than what it is. It just depends on where my pants fall. The higher waisted, the more opportunity I have to wear a belt and it not make me look straighter than I am. So I wore this outfit the other day and I put it on with a belt that was like chunkier because I do have black combat boots on with my outfit today to give it like an edgier look. But I want to show you just how it changes when you add a belt. And this belt is a little too big for me, but this is from Revamp's inventory, so I guess I could have brought my own belt to show you. So you can kind of see, let me see if I can get it in here just quickly. You can kind of see how this changes the look, that brings your eye kind of to the middle. Do you see how it breaks up the colors that are very similar? That's the tonal look. You have the same color but different shades, but it breaks it up a little bit. This one is not like the best belt to use. I do have several belts. I have one that has like a shinier gold buckle and then one that has more of a matte gold buckle. Two totally different looks. I probably wouldn't wear the one that has the matte, so it's a little bit more muted. All right, so consider that. So consider tops and bottoms that are in the same color family, or the same, I'm sorry, the same color, but different shades, if that makes sense. Okay, do we have any questions? Good morning, Melly. Yeah, I want you to try it. So I'm going to give you a challenge, okay? I'm going to give you a weekend challenge, whether you go to the grocery store or you have a little fun like thing planned where you have to be like in front of public. You're not just in your home. I guess you could try it at home too, but yeah, I'm going to give you a challenge to try out a tonal look. All right, so look in your closet, and I'm going to give you some more ideas here. We're going to be here for the next 45 minutes or so before we start our live show. I do have to tie my boot. It just came untied again. So it gives you a chance to get some paper, get some, or get your phone out so you can take notes. Maybe you are doing a screen recording. I'm going to tie my boot real quickly. I tried to tie it this morning. So I have these combat boots that I bought, and they're Born, which is a really great boot brand, to replace my Ariat boots. I've talked about this before in my live shows. But they lace in the front, which is different for me because my Ariat boots, they just zip up the front, which is very convenient because you just put them on your feet and then you go. And I noticed that these, I can... they tie up the front, but they do have a zipper on the side. And I realized that I can put my foot in without having to unlace the boot. Okay, good question. I love that question. So Chris, who is on Poshmark here, asked, what shoes would you do with this white tonal look? So we spoke before about how you wouldn't necessarily need to wear white shoes, but you would want to wear a shoe that doesn't distract too much from that tonal look. Now with my look here, because it is winter outside. Yes, Melly! It is winter outside, and I will be leaving right after my live show to go to an appointment. I decided to wear my combat boots. But I do have like a wide leg pant on, and I wanted to add a little bit of an edge to my look. But Melly is right. I would wear like a nude or a beige color. So I'm going to show you a couple options. So if this was more of a winter fall look, which you can totally pull off, do not follow that old fashioned rule of not wearing white after Labor Day. So I would wear a boot like this. And this actually would be a perfect tone or color because it kind of goes with the buttons that I showed. So let's look, see if I can pull Reva up here for us to see. So look at the buttons on this top. Not to say that all of your looks are going to have like these details that you can match your shoes with. Just telling you how you can easily like create this color palette. So you have almost like a peachy button. It's like an iridescent button. Look how pretty that is with the gold jewelry. So yes, I would definitely do like a nude, tan, maybe beige. So I have that boot as one option. Now let's say it's in the cooler months. This top would be perfect for it because it is sheer and it's very lightweight. That's Rebecca Taylor. It's a size small, but I think would fit a medium as well. If anybody's interested in the top. I have these really great sandals by Flex, which would also work well. You can maybe even cuff the bottom of the jeans, have a little ankle showing, and then pair it with a sandal that's also like a nude or beige color. That was a great question. Thank you so much. Hi, Liz. Thanks for popping in. We are doing a style workshop this morning before we do our live show. Okay, so you've been introduced to two different tonal looks. One with a military green, which is what I'm wearing today, and then one with like a full white. These are pretty close in color. This is more, I would say, an off-white, and the pants are a true white. Are you ready to move on? Okay. Reva's not going to help us, I don't think, anymore. Oh, you know what? I did want to show you a couple of other options as far as layering goes. I'm going to get a quick drink of water. And coffee. So when you think about layering, you could also layer this with another white item. So off-white. Hi, thank you so much for saying that. I'm a personal stylist here in Columbus, Liz, Posh Biz, and the last Wednesday of every month I'm doing style workshops. So I'm doing here, and good morning on this side too if you're on Instagram and on Poshmark. So yeah, feel free to follow me on Instagram. You can also go to revampcolumbus.com. You can look at the services that Revamps provides. It's me. And let me know if you need any additional help. I'm happy to have a quick consult with you to see if we would be a good fit. All right, and I can do nationwide, right? Because we can do so many things virtually. So again, we have like an off-white with a true white. I have a couple of like layering pieces that you can consider. These are all three are in my inventory. So you can layer it with like a little jacket that has even more interest to it. So you could top it. Let's see if we can get Reva to sit still for a second. I don't know if I'll be able to pull this off. So you could top it with a little jacket, right? You still have the same tonal look, just the beading is giving a little bit more style and interest. You could top it with a white blazer. These are all in my inventory here. So that would make it like a little bit more chic, more professional, maybe even, this kind of gives off like nautical vibes in a way. So you could do that, would be really cute. And then even the different buttons, I kind of like that with that. And then if you need it just a more casual jacket, you could do top it with like a little rain jacket. Okay, so definitely you can consider the tonal look when it comes to layering as well. All right, cool. So is there a specific color, because I do have I have like 3 or 4 more looks to go through. Is there a specific color that you would like to see together as far as a tonal look goes? Which one? Which jacket? The blazer or the like swooshy jacket? It's gonna be half off today. Oh, the black. What are you talking about? Oh, okay, hold on. Nicole was talking about the jacket. Why have I not moved that jacket to my personal closet? Black blazer. Wait, I didn't show a black blazer yet. You guys are funny. Yeah, if you let me know what you're talking about, and I'll figure it out. But we will go to black. Oh, you were saying black. Good girl. I love it. Okay, let's do black next. I do have a black tonal look. Now, I did try to mix in. I know the blazer's so good, and it's a very spendy brand. It's going to be half off in today's show. All my jackets, sweaters, and then I do have some other like winter items that are going to be half off. So, including the skirt, which I pulled the skirt because it's denim and it's maxi. So I want you to consider dark or black denim jeans, whether they'd be like a true black color or a black wash. This is a skirt, but you can also think of any denim bottom, okay? So this is by Girlfriend. It is a maxi skirt, a very spendy brand, like over $300, which is crazy to me. But try to keep in mind that we are thinking about a black denim bottom, whether it be shorts, maybe not the right season for that yet, maybe a different type of denim skirt, or jeans, of course, or maybe even like a black slack would work for this as well. Just make sure I'm not missing anything on this end. Good morning. If you're popping in, we are doing a styling session based on tonal looks, which is taking the same color in different shades to create an outfit. All right, so this is Girlfriend. This is a maxi skirt. This one actually cinches in like toward the knees and then it flares out a little bit, so it has almost like a mermaid style to it, and it has this nice raw hem to it. So again, I love anything with a little bit of femininity at edge. I feel like the mermaid shape gives it the femininity, and then that raw hem plus the color gives it edge. Now, Melly, you're gonna love this top if you haven't seen it yet. I feel like when I pulled it out for a live show, you weren't here when I first introduced it. It comes with this cute little skirt. Oh, you are. It's so cute. I should have pulled those, shouldn't I? They're just not a part of today's sale, but this skirt is, so it'll be half off. And if you look at my tray, if you're here in Poshmark, you can look at my tray, just take half off everything that's listed there, and that's what we'll run everything for today. Okay, so you could pair it with this cute top by Liz Claiborne, which I think could be vintage. It's Liz Claiborne Sport, and it's a size small, but it runs and measures more like a medium. But look, it's cute, little tiny polka dot. Polka dots apparently are really in for 2025, not 2005. Oh, I wish. So what I would do is do a full tuck into the black denim skirt. So you have your edge, even more femininity with the polka dots. And then you have a little bit of interest because of the polka dots. You could potentially, if we just think about this top by itself, you could potentially just wear this completely open. I do have a matching midi skirt for this. It's so cute. So you can have both pieces and you can mix it up so many different ways. Okay, so our tonal look is going to be black. So we're going to have like true black. This one has polka dots on it. And then you're going to have a washed black together. So you see the femininity and edge to it. I also thought this would be really cute. I'm going to put this to the back. With a tank. So this is by Banana Republic. This is a size extra small. Oh, the skirt is a size 25, but probably runs more like a size 4 or size 26. The one that I'm going to pull out in just a second, the Windsor one, is going to be half off. I'm actually going to pair it with this outfit here. You read my mind. All right, so I would, again, do a full tuck with the top, only because you want to cinch in the waist of the skirt. And this one has a scooped hemline. So you really wouldn't want the scooped hemline like covering up the pockets and the zipper on the skirt. So I do a full tuck. This is a very fitted black, like lightweight sweater tank by Banana Republic. It's a size extra small. Not in today's show, but if anybody's interested, and we can definitely add it. Good morning, you guys. I love that you're saying good morning to each other. So think about this being very fitted underneath or fully tucked into the skirt. And then you could top it with a moto jacket, right? So you still have that layering piece. You could take off the layering piece and just wear it as is. But you could also have your layering piece, maybe for the evenings when it gets a little bit colder outside, especially in the spring months, or if you have vacation, top it with a moto jacket. So this moto jacket is by Windsor. It's a size medium, but runs more like an extra small to small. It is in today's show for half off. Think about boho moto. So I feel like black is probably one of the easiest tonal looks to do. When you're thinking about putting a tonal look together, whether it be with an all black outfit or with another color, try to think about different textures to your fabrics. That will create more interest. So this moto jacket is made of a faux suede material, and it's super, super soft. Then you have it with the denim, of course, which is going to create a lot of interest when it comes not just to the shades of black, but also the textures that you have. Plus, all of the hardware on this jacket with that kind of simple bottom is going to create a lot of interest and help bring the eye up. All right. I'm trying to think if I have any more thoughts about the black. Of course, you could do like a black pencil skirt would work with this look. Combat boots, any kind of loafer would be really cute. And of course, you would just keep it black. You could wear black tights underneath of like a little pencil skirt and do the same like top. All right, any questions about black? That one was kind of a simpler one to do. Yeah, this tank is so good. I haven't even tried it on because I'm afraid I'm going to keep it, Sarah. The girlfriend skirt will be a part of today's show, which will be half off. So you can look in the tray. Our show is going to start at 9, so in about 30 minutes. And then this top actually has a matching midi skirt. It's not in the tray, but it is in Revamp's Posh Closet. So you can take a look at those, and if anybody's interested in any of the items that I'm showing today that maybe aren't in the tray, we'll definitely throw them into the tray, okay? Some of the items that I've included are my personal items, but I'll let you know which ones those are. I haven't showed any of my personal items yet. All right, so we've done military green tonal look. We did a white tonal look. We did a black tonal look. Any other suggestions? Welcome in. If you're just popping in, my name is Robin. We're spending the first hour of our show today. Actually, we only have 30 more minutes left. Doing a style workshop, and today's focus is a tonal look. So taking the same color and wearing different shades of that color to create a chic and elegant look in a very, very simple way. Looks very put together and so easy. So get out your notebook, get out your notes on your phone. Maybe move to your own personal closet or wardrobe. That way you can start putting pieces together. Ooh, that's a good one, mocha and chocolate. Okay, I do not have that particular tonal look, but I do love it. Let me see if I could, while we're working through the next half hour, let me see if I can work in that look. I'm trying to think of pieces that I have, okay? That's a great one. All right, let's get close to it. So I have like more of a tan versus like the complete white, okay? And this one is a little bit more of like office wear look. But you could definitely wear it more casually. So the great thing about the tonal look is that, again, when you put these colors together the way we're doing it today, which is the same color, just different shades, you look very, very put together. And it's very, very simple. It's because of that tonal aspect. It's because you're using the same color, just different shades, okay? So try it out. I am going to challenge you sometime for the rest of the week, because it's only Wednesday. I was thinking it was Thursday. Or maybe this weekend, try out a tonal look. Like at some point when you have to go out in public, try it out. Okay, so we have these pants by Abercrombie & Fitch. They're a black straight leg slack. They do have like the asymmetric off-centered button at the waist, which is just a super cute extra detail. Has functional pockets and pleats. These are for sale in Revamp's Posh Closet, and I'm happy to pull them in today's tray, though they're not part of today's show, if anybody's interested. They are a size 2. I'm typically a size 25, size 0, and these fit me fine. It's great because they have an elastic feature on the back, so they will, I think, fit a 2 probably perfectly, because they are just a tad bit big on me, and maybe even a 4, just depending on how you would want them to fit. So there's that. Now, with these tan slacks or trousers, because of this really cute feature here on the front, you wouldn't want to cover that up. So we're definitely going to be doing a full tuck, and I want to do a really fitted top because of the pleats and the high waist. It's going to cinch in your waistline and give you almost like a little bit more of an like hourglass or curvier option to your silhouette, which I always need. So, all right, so I paired it with this great tank by Joan Voss, which is also a size small. So if anybody's interested in the outfit, we can definitely put it together as a bundle. This one, again, just like the Banana Republic tank, has a scooped hemline. I would only expose that scooped hemline if I'm wearing it with leggings. Otherwise, it ends up looking a little frumpy if you try to pair it with like a slack like this and leave it untucked. So we would do a full tuck into the slacks. Now again, this is coming off a little bit more yellow in the camera. I'm noticing that now. It's not as yellow. It matches more of the tones that are in the slack. So again, with the tonal look, you're just looking for the same color, different shades of the color. So again, I would do a full tuck. I'm going to show you something here in a moment that's going to make that full tuck even better. So you have a full tuck into the slacks, which is going to show off that asymmetric off-centered button and the pleats. And oh my gosh, I should have put this on Reva actually, because I wouldn't be able to show her with her hand in her pocket, but what a cute look. Okay, I might pull this up closer. You notice that the tank is, of course, a little bit of a different shade of the same color tan. It matches that button. So it's going to pull out some of the colors in the button, which is going to be important for that full tuck. Let's see if I can show you. Oh my gosh, how cute would that look? Now, with this look, and you might be asking, earlier in the show, or in our workshop, we talked about wearing belts. About 50% of the time, maybe even 40% of the time, I wear a belt with my outfit. It's not a lot of times. I typically tend to wear a belt when I'm wearing something more high-waisted and with a full tuck, of course. But this one, I don't think you would need a belt or want a belt because you want that button to show, but you could definitely pair it with a belt. Here is one that we have that we talked about earlier that would add a lot of interest. It does have that same tan color in it, and it could really like bring focus to the midline or your waistline. Oh, you wouldn't have put these colors together, Melly? Oh, I want you to try it today. Have some fun with your wardrobe. And what's it gonna hurt, you know? We think about like when we go out and putting like outfits together. Take some risk, right? Maybe one of your risks this week when you get dressed is trying off a tonal look. It's just one day. You're either gonna like it or you're not gonna like it. And just keep trying it different ways. Okay, so I have these two. Now, Again, I said this was more of an office look because you have the trouser and you have kind of like the dressier tank. But don't discount it as an outfit going out. So especially if you paired it with that animal print belt and maybe added like an animal print heel with it as well. Okay, so if we're thinking more along the lines of a work outfit. Now this one I don't necessarily have in my closet yet, but we definitely have seen it a lot in my live shows. It's just one of my unlisted items. I'm going to move this little hanger fabric out of the way, or try. Just a second. Let me try to hide this little. There's like a hanger loop there. I'm trying to hide. All right, this little blazer is by Primark Cares, and it's a size 8. Could be like an oversized small too. Okay, so you could do a full tuck with a tank and then top it with this open front blazer. So this blazer is a little longer. Oh yeah, I know, right? With that belt, it would totally change the look of it. And you can also do that with shoes when it comes to your tonal look too. So this blazer hits me almost mid-thigh, so it's almost like a tunic length, which would be great because if you're doing a full tuck into the slacks, you're going to be pulling in your waistline, and then the blazer, I wish I could show it. You know, I was thinking about, or, you know, I had some thoughts around trying to get Reva dressed, like during these style workshops, but with one arm, it just is a mess. You guys do not want to see me dress Reva. It's ridiculous. So anyways, I'm hoping that you can visualize what I'm saying. So you have the full tuck into those high-waisted slacks, right? Now this one I might belt only because you're going to have this blazer that's going to hang a little bit lower, and you're going to want something to kind of bring in that waistline and bring the eye down to your center, or bring it up to the center. Otherwise it might end up looking frumpy. So again, if we pulled out this belt and we paired it at that high waist, it's going to create like a kind of more proportional styling to that look. I also have, let's take this off. Let's say we just want to wear it with the tank, right? And we could add some really cute gold jewelry. I like to keep my jewelry pretty simple. If I wear earrings, I probably won't wear a necklace, and vice versa. Or if I wear a necklace, then I'll wear like a really simple earring. This one I would probably wear a really cute earring because you have a little bit of the mock neck here. So if you wore like a more dangly earring that kind of maybe even hovers over that mock neck, would be really cute. Or animal print scarf, that would be adorable. Yes, and if you have an animal print scarf that has the same tone and then has some other colors involved, I think that's completely fine. You're still pulling off almost, it's like your anchor, and that was our last workshop, your anchor look with your accessories. But having your anchor look as a tonal look, and then adding those accessories to add more interest. I love that, Millie. You could also consider other accessories that you have in your wardrobe. So I love that Mellie's already thinking about adding a scarf. We can think about adding earrings. You could also think about the bags that you have. So if you have a collection of purses, think about how can you change your purse to go with your tonal look. So I have this bag that's actually unlisted, and I've been showing it in shows. If anybody's interested in it, we can add it to today's tray. So adding a bag or a purse to go with that tonal look. So this one I love because you have the slacks and you have the tank that are just very simple, right? There's no texture to the fabrics. Again, you're going to be doing your full tuck, and then your bag ends up being the different texture, right? So you add maybe a bag that has some kind of extra detail or pattern to the fabric. I love the tassel on this one, especially with this look, because it totally changes the look of the outfit. So it goes from more like a business or like office wear to a little bit more casual and a little bit more boho. I know that tank. The tank is great. I haven't tried it on. Again, it's one of those pieces that I'm afraid to try on because I'm afraid I'll keep it. Yeah, and some people are afraid to wear tan, but I think if you like spice it up with earrings or even your lipstick. You notice how the lipstick popped a little bit more with the tan. I did want to show you one more option when it came to wearing slacks like this. And this is where texture comes involved. So with these slacks, and this is more of a winter look, so you can consider these tonal looks across all seasons, right? So we did maybe a fall, winter, possibly into spring tonal look. This is going to be more fall, winter. This was a sweater that I just picked up and we had it in yesterday's unlisted show. This is just by A New Day from Target. It does give off these amazing vintage vibes because of the texture to it. So the other look that we had did not have a ton of texture, but if you add one of the pieces that you're wearing that has some texture and interest, it just makes it a little bit more interesting. So you notice that I paired the top with these slacks to give it a little bit more interest because of all the detail in the top. Same with this sweater. So this sweater, it gives me like almost like kind of like 80s vibes. I love it. So it's actually a zebra print knit kind of pattern to it. And it is an oatmeal color, so along the same like tones as the slacks. Now for this one, I would end up doing a French tuck, and I would try to do my French tuck so that button would show, because that button is what makes the pants because it's off-centered. So do a little French tuck into the slacks. Now this one I would wear some like maybe chunkier gold jewelry because it is such a chunky sweater. You're going to want your jewelry to kind of balance a little bit. I would just do a French tuck into the front of the slacks. And then we were talking about, okay, well, so what color do you wear with white when it comes to shoes? What color would you wear with the like more tan tonal look? This is a question for you. Oh yes, this sweater. That's really funny, Melly. Hey, welcome in. We are doing, hey Lisa, I didn't even know you were here. Yes, have a great school day. We're doing we're doing a style workshop, and we're doing tonal looks. Good morning, lady. Oh my gosh, you just made my morning. I love it. Okay, so I would still wear like a nude camel or like a tan colored shoe. So these boots are Liz Claiborne. I think they're a size 6.5, and they're new. This would be a super cute little bootie to wear with the look. Okay, so we're done with tan, I think. I wanted to show you, how about, okay, so I have 3 more, and I don't know if we're going to have time for all 3, so maybe you can help me choose. I have gray, which is going to be very simple and quick. I have another military green tonal look, and then I have pink. What do you guys think? What would you like to see? Think about your own wardrobe, pink. Okay, thanks for that. All right. So one of the pieces is from Revamp's inventory, and the other piece is from my personal closet. So the top is definitely not for sale because it's one of my favorites. But let's take a look. So these are by Wilfred, and sorry about all the wrinkles. They came out of my storage. I was like trying to pick like different colors to do today. These are so nice. They're a linen pant by Wilfred, and Wilfred is a very spendy brand. And so we are like leaning more toward the spring with this tonal look. So again, tonal, if you're just popping in, is taking the same color and just using different shades to create your style. It ends up looking very chic and very elegant with very little effort. Super put together. I know you guys have these pants. I also need a French tuck tutorial. Okay, let me write that down. Maybe we can do different ways to wear tops as far as like doing tucks, but also different ways to wear a top. I'm going to jot that down, Melly. If anybody else has questions or ideas for future workshops, just let me know. Okay, I'm just going to put French tuck. And then again, if you want to mark your calendars, I go live with my workshops, and I might do this more often on the last Wednesday of every month. That way you can always know when we're doing our workshops. Okay, I'll jot that down, Melly. And if anybody else has questions, show how to do the French tuck. I'll show you. I should have showed you with this. This doesn't look very good with a French tuck because I like it with the high waist. But yeah, maybe we can do the French tuck with this one. Actually, I had planned to do it because of the bow. So these are Wilfred. They are a linen blend or a linen pant. You can see they have a nice fluid drape to them. They're super soft. They do have a cuffed bottom, and it is sewn this way. So it's meant to look a little more casual, like a casual kind of rolled cuff. So cute. Has pleats in the front, and it is like a muted pink color. Okay, so we're going to do a tonal look. We're going to add a pink top to it. Just a different shade of pink. This does have a button fly to it, which is super cute. And then you have almost like this satin feel of the ribbon. That is the drawstring in the waistband. These are a size 6 by Wilfred. If you want to Google Wilfred, you'll know that this is a very spendy brand. But you get a great deal here because, of course, it's a pre-loved item, and our job is to bring you the savings, right? Okay, this came from my personal closet. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. You just have to try it out. You really have to just kind of experiment with the French tuck, or any tuck really. I had a hard time. So this is a French tuck. This is one version of a French tuck, because that one I chose to do most of the middle, because when I just did it with the one side, which we'll show you, maybe we'll talk about a little bit more before we end today, but it'll definitely be on our list for our next workshop. When I just did the one side, which is, I would say, a traditional French tuck, it looked sloppy because the other side, because it's a button down, the other side just hung straight down. It looked weird. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to do more of like a fuller French tuck, I guess. Okay, so this top, again, came from my personal closet. I stinking love it. I might actually go on Poshmark to see if I can find if there's any other colors in this. So this is made of also a fluid drape material. These are a linen pant, and the textures are different. So this is more of a like softer, it is polyester, so it has that kind of polyester feel, but still soft. This is a little bit of a brighter pink. So you still have your tonal look, right? Because it's pink is your color, and then you have different shades of pink. The top is a little bit brighter than the bottoms are. The bottoms are a little bit more muted, even though I would say maybe this is more of a blush pink, and these are more of a muted pink. So this top is by Monteu, which I actually love this brand. The sizing and the way this brand is structured, it fits me really well. I'm a pretty petite person, so when I find items by this brand, they tend to work out. This one is so good because you can wear it completely unbuttoned with a tank underneath of it, and it just gives it a total different look, almost like a vest. So just consider that, and we'll maybe talk about that in our next session too. So we'll do like a French tuck and how different ways you can wear tops. So for this one, I would do a French tuck, and I typically do a French tuck unless I usually wear this top with high-waisted shorts. And I'll usually wear it out, and I'm going to tell you why. I was thinking about a specific look that I wore for a Posh show. I had high-waisted faux leather pants on, and then I had this really boxy structured top. And you could do a French tuck with that, which is just taking a little piece of the front of the fabric and tucking it into your waistband, and then kind of pulling it out a little bit. So it gives it almost like an asymmetric kind of vibe in the front, and it gives it a little bit more casual look too. So I decided to just wear it completely out, and it looks so great because I was really like cinched in at the waist, and this goes for any body type at all. But the boxier top, it made such a great silhouette, which was super flattering. So for this top, when I wear it with shorts, I usually don't do a French tuck. I usually just wear it out because I wear my high-waisted shorts, and it kind of gives this really great silhouette, which is with the cinched-in waist. But anyways, with this one, I would not leave it out because you have this great ribbon here at the waistline, and you have these pleats, kind of like the other Abercrombie & Fitch pants that we looked at. The waist was like what made the pant. And I think the waist is very important on this one. That is so good. Oh my gosh. Liz Posh, I think you need to be doing your own workshop. That's a great idea. I have this Old Navy linen shirt dress, and we styled it completely unbuttoned with another dress underneath of it and a belt around it. So cute. So yeah, okay, yes, consider that. All of your items that button down, whether they be tops, they be tanks, which ends up turning into a vest, maybe even a dress. Think about how you could style those different ways. I love it. Okay, so you have your tonal look here because you have the two different shades of pink. Now this one, I would end up doing a French tuck right at the waistline, and it's going to be hard for me to show, but because you want to see the ribbon at the top. I love the fact that it has those tortoiseshell buttons to add just that little bit of extra color, so you could pull in the button color in your shoes. So a French tuck on this one. You might end up unbuttoning the last button to make the French tuck work because of the boxier structure, and because the button is so low, it might be harder to do the French tuck. So you could do a French tuck two different ways, and we're not going to spend a ton of time doing this because that's our next workshop. So you see how I unbutton it? That way I can take this side here and I can tuck it into the very top of the waist. Now, depending on how this lays, because it did not work out with Riva here, you might end up just doing a full front French tuck versus just the side, which is also an option. And you really do just have to play around with it because it all depends on the bottom that you're wearing and the shape of the hemline on the top on how you can do your French tuck. Does that work on fun size girls? Okay, give me more information on this. What are you saying? A French tuck? Or, oh, are you talking about like the boxier with the more fitted here? It really depends on, I think it really depends on your items that you're choosing to wear that way. Melia, I would play around with it. Find a very fitted bottom, find a boxier top that kind of lays boxier. It's not one that like lays on your body. It kind of like naturally goes, like see when I wear this, it keeps its boxy structure. It doesn't like lay against my body. Does that make sense? Oh, the open front dress. Yes. Yes. It's more of a layering piece. Yes. Okay. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say with this one. This was just my pink tonal look. Very simple. Okay. You could potentially, now depending, I'm thinking about this now, you could potentially, because these are such a muted pink and they kind of have almost like a tan tone to them, you could work this into like a tan tonal look versus a pink tonal look. So if I were to pull in, let's say this sweater real quickly. I'm just looking at this sweater. Oh, no, not that one. Do you see how that kind of works? Because these aren't like a true like pink. They're so muted, and because of the linen fabric, you could potentially do, now this one might not be like the perfect example, but I did have, I do have some off-white texture tops that I was considering pulling for this that could be like a, yeah, dusty pink. Thank you for that. That could work similar. So not quite like a true tonal look, but you could still kind of mix those together because of the tone of the pants. So you should play around with that too. Play around with items in your closet that are very close in color. So you might have a pink and a tan. Put them together to see if one pulls out the other color from the other item. So you might have a pink item that pulls out a little bit more pink in like a tan top or vice versa. Okay. I'm going to show you just a couple more and then ask for suggestions on future workshops. So keep that in mind. So before we end today, I want you to come up with an idea of what kind of style workshop you would like to see. What do you need help with when it comes to styling? I am a personal stylist here in the city. I help clients, one, do closet edits. So if your closet is too full, you have no idea what clothes you even have in your closet. That's kind of the first step, is to delineate or to kind of remove and edit your closet to make it easier for getting dressed in the morning. Okay, that's a whole, like there's so many different components to personal styling. Because once you have that done, you can find the gaps in your wardrobe and you can fill those gaps. Like, what are you missing? What do you need to be shopping for? What do you not need anymore? I've actually done this. I do this personal work in my own closet, in my own wardrobe, and it's so helpful because I don't end up purchasing things I don't need, and I don't end up purchasing things that match my personal style. So once you have like your wardrobe organized, that is the number one. Like if it's not organized, you don't know what you have to do that first, and that's mostly something you can do on your own. Then if you don't know what your personal style is, so maybe you're looking in your closet and you're like, oh, I don't know if I need to keep that, or if I don't know if I want to keep that. Discovering what your personal style is also very important, because you won't know what to get rid of, you won't know what to keep, and you won't know what to shop for. So if you need help discovering your personal style, which could be a workshop, I'm here for that. It's so fun. And just because my style, my personal style, maybe doesn't reflect what your personal style is, doesn't mean that I can't help you discover it, because it's all about you and what you like. And then we base our styling on those things, not my ideas. Does that make sense? Not what I like. I might try to influence you a little bit, but and then I also do personal shopping. So once you know your personal style, I can help you look for those items that you're missing or that you're looking for. Melly, sign up for a consult. Just go to revampcolumbus.com, you can schedule a 15-minute free consult to see if we would be a good fit. And then we do your initial consult, which is an hour consult. We talk about your styling goals, your styling needs, and some of your barriers. And then I start to get an idea of what you think your personal style is. With that, I create a style profile, which is something I keep on my end. You can purchase the style profile for just like additional cost, and then we go from there. So we can either start working in your closet, and I have a whole flow chart to help us decide where our starting point is. And then we can do all of that virtually as well. I can even do shopping virtually. My main niche, I guess I should say, is sustainable fashion. So when I style clients, I work really hard to use pre-loved items, and I source through thrift stores, local consignment shops, and then clients' wardrobes that they are cleaning out. And that's how I also stock Revamp's inventory. When I find a new, oh, that will be so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I love the picture of you in your cute little outfit. Oh, hold on. That would be wonderful, trying to adjust style. Oh, I love that. Okay, so like age appropriate, how to dress age appropriately without focusing too much on age, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, you can still pull off great looks. I'm gonna write that down. Age appropriate styling. Ooh, and then I'm gonna talk about like the 3 things to consider when you are shopping. We'll talk about that before we end, which is just a few minutes. Let me show you a couple more tonal looks. You're gonna continue to let me know, I hope, some other workshop ideas. Here's a gray tonal look. So both of these items are in my inventory. One is not listed though yet. These are a gray wash pair of cropped raw hem flare jeans. So cute, high-waisted. These are size 29. They probably fit better like a 10 to a 12 because the waistline measures, I want to say 15 and a half. But they're this nice gray wash. So think about tops that you have if you don't have gray denim yet. Consider if you did have gray denim, or if you do have gray denim, or like a gray even slack in your wardrobe, what would you pair it with? What is another gray item that is in your wardrobe that you could pair it with? So I bought this top for a client, and actually she has put off doing a styling session, and I told her, I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and put your items that I purchased into my inventory so they might sell. So this is one of the items, but I looked at this last night and I love it. So you have the more casual jean, right? And we talk about when you have something more casual at the bottom, kind of like my chinos, and dressing it up with something that has texture or interest at the top, but keeping that same color, just different shades. So I decided to pair it with this cute blouse that is unbranded. It has the great dolman sleeve, and just like this Rebecca Taylor blouse, it has that striping, that sheer. So you're going to want to wear like a black fitted tank underneath, or a little bralette. Like I have a bralette underneath of my top today because I love that you can see through like the open knit features of the top. So you could definitely consider that with this. Now this is one that I would definitely do a French tuck with. If it doesn't cinch in your waist enough. So Melly, you know how we talked about wearing a high-waisted, really fitted like bottom? So just pause for a second if you wanted to wear like faux leather leggings with this. This could be a top you could do that with and leave it untucked because it's very boxy. It just depends on where it ends up falling around your waistline. That's another thing to consider. So look at the texture on this. Isn't it so pretty? And then you pair it with, and this is like a charcoal gray, you pair it with these lighter gray denim jeans to kind of elevate the look. Do you see how simple that is? 2 little pieces and you have such a put together look. Now this one I would probably do a French tuck. So just taking one of the sides and tucking it into the top of your pants, just like that. You could do like a center French tuck, depending on what's in the middle here. So depending on if you want that button to show, if that button has a little bit of interest to it, and you can also add a belt to it. So maybe you do the side French tuck, enough where you can see like your belt loop. I know it is very cute. And then you just pair it with a black belt. Your belt doesn't have to be the same shade that you're working on, right? So you have the French tuck, and this buckle is so cute. It's like 90s vibe. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? This is a size medium, well, small to medium belt. Let me see if I can give you an idea of what that might look like. Whoop, stay put. You kind of see what I'm saying. So you would see the belt a little bit, and that's just going to pull your eye to the center, to your waistline. Okay, so that was a gray one. We're going a little over time here. Let me show another one. So this is another white one. So these are Madewell, a little cropped denim pant. And then I have this texture top by Madewell. These are like almost a true white, and then this is like an off-white cream color. That would be super cute together. And of course you could pair it with like a nude or a tan sandal. And then I have another military green look I just wanted to show you. So all 3 of these pieces came from my personal closet. I have a pair of chinos. These are just a different style because these are more like of a slim leg chino pant. And then this is one of my favorite tops. I have this cute little peplum top. So pairing that together. So this one I would not do any kind of French tuck because you want that peplum style to show. And then you could also top it with another vest. So you just have great layering pieces. You have different fabrics. So you have the chino style, the chino kind of material, and then you have almost like this chiffon material, and then you have a utility jacket over top. So just another quick way you could do a tonal look. I hope that you are able to take away something from today's workshop, and then you take a risk if tonal looks are not your thing or haven't been your thing in the past. Maybe you try it out this week or maybe this weekend. One outfit, one day, it's good, right? So you could do it for one day. Just try it out. And then go into your wardrobe today. Have some fun. Maybe putting some of those looks together. Thank you for being here for the workshop. If you stuck around, I appreciate you. And again, let me know if there's any specific styling focuses that you want to do. I did jot down like different ways to tuck your tops and how we could do that. And maybe I'll do that like personally. Maybe I'll do a little workshop with my own personal wardrobe. That way I can show you the tucks. That actually is a good idea versus using the rack here. And then also maybe some like age appropriate styling. We can maybe talk about that. Matching colors workshop. Ooh, okay, so putting different colors together. I love that. Actually, I probably need to do work on that my own. So that'll give me a focus too, Melly, to like do some research on that as well. So I love that. Okay, matching colors. We're just like working different colors together. Perfect. Thank you so much for your suggestions, and I appreciate you being here. Are we ready for our 50% off? I'm going to turn off my phone. If you were here, sorry, on Instagram and I did not give you any attention, I appreciate you if you popped in. If you wouldn't mind, if you did pop in today and you're still here, send me a message through Instagram so I know that you were here today. Oh, me and Denny, I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for coming in. Maybe pop into Poshmark and say hi. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and head off Instagram, turn on my music. I'm going to get some water, give you an opportunity to look in the tray, and let me know what you want to start with. We have 50% off everything. Okay, if you're in Instagram right now, head over to Poshmark. Just go to my stories and click the link in the last story. Okay, I hope to see you soon. All right, let me get out of here. And I think this allows me